Hi, welcome to the podcast Why. Here's Why. A 20 episode podcast series made under Indian Film Project in association with Podcast Lab and Anchor by Spotify. So, in this whole episode uh, 9, we would be talking about the answering the question, and even in whole podcast series Why. Here's Why. We do answer the questions of related to why, and the answers are completely based on my thinking, my perception, and the knowledge I got through internet or through my research. So from the episode 8 we have stopped discussing about the back story of the other episodes from episode 1 to 7 and the basic framework of the question our series. Since whenever it is necessary I would be considering in further episode, or I may not be considering in further episode about the what will be the scenario, but to make a overview, there it would be a question answer series which would be handled going or taking place in the situation where, like in another multiverse or universe, which I called infinityverse. So in or null void you can say, there no law, no basic science law, no theory, or no religion, or no personal hate, or no anything, hate, love, or nothing exists, only null void, where only things what I believe, or I think, or I take it as the answer of the questions why, and take places. So I made a podcast series of that. So in this podcast series of question why is continuity of episode number 8, which is critical, that in episode 8 we have discussed why rape happens in our society. Now the second question is why rapes and some relationships are forced fully sex or brutal sex, and why such thing happens in. I have noticed that it happens mostly in India and countries like India, where the talking about sex and talking about periods and talking about hitting, the things happen after hitting puberty take places. So in India, we have seen the people that they watch porn or something like the erotic movies, so by which they get the idea that yes, the forced sex or BDSM kind of things make the pleasure of the girl or the partner they are having that with that. But whenever we get it implemented in real life, we are not making the youngsters aware, where whoever getting hit by poverty or whoever is getting these things, doing these things for first time, they are not aware that these things are not the more similar that it seems to be. Like in porn, we need to make the awareness that they are doing it by the experience and by the practice they have. Not everyone enjoys it. If they shows that they enjoy it, it doesn't matter that your partner will enjoy it. Sometimes some relationship become toxic and make things disturbed, like if forced sex happen in a relationship, the partner's body will get destroyed, or partner will be mentally get toxic in terms of relationship or continuity of relationship. But his or her partner who did that will think that her or his partner has enjoyed it, but in real he or she may not have enjoyed it, because things don't get well. And if they don't get the communication regarding this, the misunderstanding can be happen and toxic relationship can be there. So forced sex happen is one of the reasons, this that they don't know that the brutal sex or BDSM is enjoyable for everyone or not. And another thing is the consent. And if we go with 50 Shades of movie, we can see that they had a contract about having these such kind of things. But whenever anything like this happen in India, or whatever case, we can say that whether it's a relationship or friends with benefit or anything related to sexual need or sexual interaction, I am not considering it convenient to make it also with rape, because brutal rape are mostly the rape done not because of sexual need or out of control of lust. They occur because of the hate they have from that particular person. Like brutal rapes, whenever they happen, means this topic is that disturbing that I even my thinking capability also get disturbed because of this. Like people think that to fulfill their hate towards any person, doing the brutal rape can be destroying her life and make relief to the person to fulfill his hate. And other type of rapes are fulfilling the last need or the out of control of lust. So in episode 8 I have mainly focused on lust, not on the hate. I would be focusing on hate maybe in episode number 10, but for this episode we would be considering only the relationship. So the kind of BDSM thing and things which are which are happening in the society, and by which the breakups even happen, is mainly because of the lack of knowledge, lack of awareness, and lack of discussion among even among friends. Whenever they are no not the friends are not close, like we can see that the fake friendship and bigger circle are mostly common in our society. So the awareness, knowledge, and the discussion is much needed and required for our society. We can't be relying on the old ways of learning, old ways of adapting things. We need to change, we need to open up, and we need to make a better society and bring change for a better society. So if you agree or if you disagree, you can feel free to comment. I would be reading comment in this in all my episode podcast, and I would be learning from your comments too. So if you have any suggestion, if you have anything which I can modify or I can update, or anything which would be beneficial for me too, then you can feel free to comment. I would be taking it as a learning. So thank you. Keep helping each other. Let's make a better society.